Hello, my name is Aidan Gallagher, and I'm going to take you through a brief history of integration. Original computerized systems held important data on their own system. These islands or silos couldn't interact together, hence the creation of integration techniques. Throughout the 20th century, four main integration types emerged. There was messaging, the sending and receiving of messages from one system to another. There was file transfer, the sending and receiving of files from one system to another. There was a shared database, two or more systems accessing the same data. And there was remote procedure calls, one system asking another to perform a task for it on its own system. These systems began connecting to each other more and more, creating a web of communication that was difficult to understand and manage. To combat this, integration applications were created and given the umbrella term of middleware solutions. You see these products all around you from day to day. They include email, a form of file transfer, music download, which is also a file transfer, and ATM, which uses messaging, databases, and remote procedure calls. These middleware solutions look to follow patterns, an earlier pattern type being hub and spoke, which sees systems connecting to a central system to reduce the number of communication channels. An example might see ATMs as the spokes, and they are connected to a bank system, which is the hub. This connects to a secondary hub, which is an internal bank system, which then connects to a series of databases, which are themselves spokes. What followed was the enterprise service bus, a pattern which looked to provide standard-based applications which could transform and convert data from lots and lots of different systems. Standard-based patterns were used to build common data types which were human and machine readable, like XML. It had a remote procedure call format called SOAP, and there was also the creation of a common transport method called REST. This opened the door to the wider availability of exposed procedures in packages known as services. These services form the basis of the service-oriented architecture. Sophisticated services started providing greater access to data through APIs. Deployment and development methods accelerated through agile methodologies, and services became smaller and more portable through the use of microservices. Microservices allowed agile development by being independent and isolated, meaning the loss of the service didn't affect the wider system. The containerization of microservices and integration products allowed the greater control of numbers of integration services available. This was facilitated by externally managed cloud that allowed companies to focus on their business. The name given to the concept of disposable containers is cattle versus pets methodology, which is part of a wider agile and API-driven world which uses the agile integration architecture pattern. With container management systems and further API expansion, there's no knowing what the future of integration really holds. So thank you for listening. My name is Aidan Gallagher, and this has been a brief history of integration.